Hello guys, it's Ryan Ho back with another video. Today I want to talk about the Fnatic Jet. Now this mouse pad was so good that someone copied it. And in fact, Fnatic in their description on Amazon basically stated that someone else basically took their product, breached their contract, and then tried to rush the kind of mouse pad to market before they were even finished with their mouse pad to sell it. So if someone's willing to copy this must mean that this mouse pad is pretty good. So I'll show some gameplay clips throughout this video. I'm Ascendant in Valorant, and then I'm also Diamond in Overwatch 2. So you'll see those kind of gameplay clips, so enjoy those.
I'm into 120.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, time for a protein shake.
All right, so here's the Fnatic Jet. Let's just take it out. Get the mouse pad out. And then it kind of just rolls. Ooh, you also get a microfiber cloth in this as well. And then, yeah, here you go. You get the mat and it kind of lies pretty much flat outside the box, so it's not rolled up too much, so that's nice to see. All right, so this is the mouse pad. You can see it's the shine. You know, at the different angles, it will shine differently, which is really cool. It's the holographic lamination. And yeah, I think the first trait about this mouse pad is definitely it looks really cool. The second trait is obviously it's really, really fast because it's basically a laminated edge. So if I kind of throw my mouse across, your mouse can kind of glide pretty smoothly across. On the Fnatic Focus, their kind of cloth mouse pad, you can see it's definitely not as fast. This is this lamination, so if speed's something that you're looking for, the laminated holographic jet is definitely the faster one to go with. Now, the other thing I noticed is the stitching. Surprisingly, the stitching on the Fnatic Focus is actually better. It's a little smaller. Maybe it has something to do with this laminated edge. Maybe they couldn't really stitch it as tight as they wanted because of this lamination. So when it comes to stitching, if you zoom in, you can see that the Focus stitching is actually a little bit better than the Fnatic Jet. Now, the difference is they both kind of touch above the line, so if you run your mouse over it, you will hit the edge, but the Jet is a little bit higher than the Focus, but honestly, both of these mouse pads are pretty big, so you probably won't hit the edge, but that's just something to note. And you know, as you can see the zoomed in look, you kind of see that, you know, my hands, if they get clammy, they'll leave a little bit marks, but you can always wipe them off using the included microfiber cloth that they include. And this is a very smooth surface, as you can see, compared to this kind of textured surface. So taking a closer look at the base, you can kind of see that this is just a normal rubber base, so nothing special about it. It sticks okay. It's just like the same kind of feet you find in every mouse pad. And the Fnatic Focus is kind of the same too. It's just the same generic feet. And yeah, made in China for both. When it comes to how squishy the mouse pad is, as well as you can kind of feel, well, you can't feel, but I can feel that the Focus is definitely more squishy. And this one's definitely on the firmer side. I would say in general, the Jet is definitely a firmer kind of mouse pad. But I personally like firm mouse pad. It just makes it more consistent for me. I don't have to like worry about, you know, sinking into the mouse pad. So for me, that's fine. So what's the actual experience of using the mouse pad? In my opinion, this is the fastest mouse pad I've ever used. The second fastest would be the Lamzu Energon. And yeah, I would just define this as like super, super fast. Now, the experience is, you know, there's low friction, as you can see. It tends to just kind of glide and keep going in motion versus, you know, obviously the cloth seems to have more resistance and more control from the actual surface. So you can get a little bit more feedback from cloth mouse pads. And because this kind of, you know, the bottom of this is pretty firm, you're not going to have any kind of inconsistencies. And because it's a firmer kind of rubber base, it's going to move really fast too. So that's something that is, you know, just adds to the speed of this thing. Now, I never really felt like I was uncontrolled. I just felt like it was just moving faster than everything else I've used. However, I do note that I have been using these faster mouse pads for a while. It's probably been a month now. And, you know, it took me about like 2 weeks to get really used to these faster mouse pads. But once you get used to them, they're honestly really fun to use in my opinion, and they just make everything so effortless to shoot with. The effortless properties of these mouse pads is what really kind of cool to use in my opinion. And it just makes, you know, aiming just that much easier because you don't really feel like you're fighting your mouse pad. You're just kind of, you know, you want to go over there, you want to go over there. You're just trying to aim the whole entire time. You know, I know a lot of people say like, you know, if you're using a mouse pad, it has to be for like a certain type of game. You know, this is probably the fastest mouse pad, but I've used it for Valorant. So, I mean, I don't really have an issue. I know a lot of people say slower mouse pads are better for, you know, different types of games, but in my opinion, if the mouse pad doesn't feel good in all your games, that means you probably aren't using the right mouse pad, or you need to get better at using the mouse pad. Because, you know, for me, one mouse pad should be able to play all your games. It's just, you know, how good you are at kind of controlling that type of speed. So the Jet also comes in multiple sizes. The one I have here is XL. They have, you know, a whole entire dust mat size. So, you know, if you're interested in different sizes, they have those available. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to check that out. But yeah, I get the XL simply because, you know, it kind of allows me to rest my hand on it as well as kind of get enough surface for my whole hand to be on it and, you know, be big enough to play on. So something important to note is that the kind of holographic kind of look that it has is actually not a coating. They stated it is actually a lamination, a holographic lamination that gives it this kind of shine as well as the speed that it has. So, you know, I've just got this. So I'm not exactly sure how long it will last. So after using it a while, if I use it a lot, I'll kind of update you guys if it lasts a while, but you know, that's going to take a few months to kind of test that out. So in conclusion, do I recommend this mouse pad? Well, I definitely do. I think if you're looking for a mouse pad that just looks different, that's not just a standard black square, that looks good, that's really, really fast, I think this is a good option. Now, obviously this thing does get dirty over time, but they give you a microfiber cloth so you can kind of wipe it down and keep it clean. And yeah, I found this mouse pad really fun to use, and I'm looking forward to kind of using this on my desk as well. And yeah, if you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe down below. Helps my videos out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
My ult's ready. Reloading.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Portal closed. Send 5 more.